promised, I told y'all I would do a story time. I know y'all said this is my favorite position. This is the most comfortable position. So, I'm 43 years old. My son is 22. 23 years ago, give or take a year or some months, maybe 24 years ago, I was in a domestically abusive relationship. I was pregnant with my son, but not too pregnant, maybe a couple of months. I wasn't showing. And I was living with my mom. My mom was sick. It's crazy because my mom was sick. She was battling Crohn's and pretty much bedridden and losing her eyesight. Now I'm dealing with issues with my eyesight and my brain and my head, but she had lost her eyesight. And my mom was in her room and we were upstairs, and I was having a disagreement with my son's father. And I don't know how we ended up in a bedroom. I think it used to be my mother's office, but I think we were changing into a bedroom or putting a bed in there or something. There were bed rails on the floor, but no mattress, no box spring. And this man pushed me so hard, I hit the floor and the bed rail went into the back of my head. I saw stars, like really, like I thought I was gonna black out for a minute. And when I got up, blood just started shooting up like a water fountain out of my head, and I was screaming and hollering because to see my own blood would make me go crazy. Like to see my own blood, I can't look at my own blood. And I don't know why. It could have to do with me being an empath. I don't know. But to see my own blood, I went crazy. And I started screaming and hollering and crying, "Don't touch me." And my mom started screaming and hollering. And she didn't know what to do. And she couldn't help me because she was bedridden. And she couldn't help me fight this man off. So I called the ambulance. My mama called 911 and the ambulance came. And I went to the hospital, and I ended up getting stitches in the back of my head. I still have the scar in the back of my head, but I never filed a police report. And he begs me not to. I don't know if you've ever been in a domestically violent relationship, but it's a lot of manipulation and head games on behalf of the abuser. So I didn't press charges, and I actually lied and said it was a mistake, it was an accident, when in fact it was maliciously done. The intent was to hurt me, the intent was to assault me, and it happened. That's one head injury that may have attributed to some of the things that I'm experiencing now with the ESS and the IIH. Then there came a time when I was jumped on and assaulted. This was maybe 6 years later, 5 or 6 years later. I don't know what I was hitting the head with. I was told I was hitting the head with a blunt object. Then I was just recently told that I was stumped in the head. However, it was enough to send me straight to the brain trauma unit on another side of town. which may have very well also attributed to my current situation. Um, Abuse is very, very big in minority families, be it you're African American, Mexican, whatever. I know that abuse is really, really big in minority families, um, especially amongst husband and wife, couples. There's a lot of domestic household abuse, um, even with parents, just not knowing any better, just continuing generational curses. I mean, I was physically abused by my mother for years, mentally abused, verbally abused. Um, Never blamed her for any of it because she didn't know any better. It's the way she was raised, you know? Um, and it just trickled down. I've since